There's a big gap in this country when it comes to cancer treatment, and it's the vast difference between access to that treatment in rural and urban settings. Two men, same age with the same cancer, but one has paid over $50,000 for treatment compared to his urban counterpart in Bondi, who paid about a fifth of that. And that person was able to receive treatment at his doorstep. These aren't made up scenarios. This is the truth. A survey by the Cancer Council has found that 41% of patients live in regional areas. And the cost to access treatment causes great psychological distress. In fact, 1 in 5 go without treatment or miss their appointments because of the difficulty of getting to them. Bondi builder and TV tradie Marshal Keen is in the lucky percentile of cancer patients who was able to access treatment minutes away from his home, and his healthcare costs were dramatically lower. Knowing these facts, Marshall then helped fundraise for the council to help those impacted in the regions. He's a good man. I'm pleased to see that he himself has now got the all clear, and he joins us live from his apartment in Bondi. Marshall, great to have you on, mate.
Thanks, Chris. It's been a while, mate. How are you?
It's been a while. I've been terrific, but you've been to hell and back. First of all, you got COVID and you had to beat it. And then cancer came out of nowhere. What a hellish experience it's been.
Mate, 2020, I think it was a bit of a rough year for everybody.
Yeah, that's an understatement for you. Did anyone suggest to you, you're a builder, you go into buildings, you refurbish, etc. Did anyone suggest to you that maybe your career or what you do triggered the cancer, or is it like most cases of cancer, you don't find out, you don't know?
Yeah, I think that's really what it comes down to. You don't know. Potentially it was dormant there for years. They say that maybe the COVID created a few other scenarios in my body that maybe brought it forward ahead of time, but no one really knows. Everyone just sort of guesses.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of the price that you would pay for your treatment, firstly, you're very close to the best hospitals in the world. That is helpful. But why is there this massive differential in cost for cancer treatment?
Look, I think what a lot of it comes down to, as you say, is region. So for me, I could just jump in a cab or an Uber, go down to the Kinghorn Centre at St Vincent and get treatment. I think the major cost that comes to the people from the rural areas is the fact that they're so far from treatment. They also have the cost of losing their job. They don't have the ability to get a subcontractor to fulfill their role. They need to literally pack up from their farm or their property. So they don't know they lose income, as well as the fact that they're having to pay for treatment and travel to and from. So it's really tough on those people in regional areas.
So you decided to fundraise on their behalf in some ways. Good man.
Yeah, we did. Look, I've got a lot of very generous friends, and a lot of, fortunately, know a few athletes and people like yourself. And the personalities just stepped up, and we were able to put on an event and raise just under 100 grand for people that are in the regional areas, to give them a little bit of extra help and support.
Fantastic. What was involved in your recovery, by the way? Anything different, new?
No, I mean, I had chemo, and then I had radiation.
Right.
So it's kind of the standard. I didn't know what chemo was before I walked in on the first day. So that was a bit of an eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine, if you are in a regional area and you don't know what it is and you've got to travel, it'd be very taxing on you and your family. So the finances is one thing, but the mental aspect is another.
Can you return to your job, and have you?
I've returned. I'm good now. Hair's starting to grow back, and I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, look, during that time, I've got a really great group of people that I work with, and they stepped into my role to make life easier for me and take the stress off me. I was very fortunate.
And the construction industry in general has done fairly well, hasn't it, during COVID?
Look, we are definitely in the industry, one of the industries that has been very blessed through this period. If anything, our workload has increased. So we're very fortunate. I do feel like I walk out my front door. I live in North Bondi, and all the restaurants are closed. I feel for those people. It's really hard times.
You've been